Hello. Let's play some more Star Wars. So, we took a cab over here. And, oh, we can level up here. That's neat. The Secrets of the Jedi. Oh, is this the city? The big one? This might be, right. Cantina, yeah. Return to Elena Thule. Report to Dathus Elgin. Oh, must be somewhere up here. Maybe we get some new cool skills that we won't use anyway. Anyway.
Shall I instruct you?
Assassinate. Instant, if only. Attempts to assassinate the target. Only usable on targets. Oh, this is a condition thing. It does do a good amount of damage. Like, this is 450. This is twice as much, but only usable below 30% max health. Right.
I sense you will go far.
So, where were we with House Sewell? We just killed everyone, so I guess we should progress here now. Oh yeah, the big wig is at the end of that chamber, right? Is that where we need to go? Nope. Level 32 already. So I'm not going to play through any bonus expansion material or whatever. I think I'm good if I just play through the main story here.
Keep me apprised of the situation, Ertl. We may need to take action. Ah, Sith. Sorry to keep you waiting. I hope your search in House Alday was fruitful. I've been anxiously dreaming up scandals we could catch the spotless Nomar Organa in.
This should allow us to sink our hooks into him.
Let me see. Engagement announcement Nomar and Rihanna. My goodness, this is juicy. It must have been somewhere between 20, 30 years ago. Long before I was born, but I remember hearing my nurses talking about it. The sister to the Lord of House Rist was engaged to a prominent noble against the wishes of both their families. The coward broke it off.
And here I thought Jedi were supposed to keep their promises.
I don't know about that, but the timing of this holo recording is right, as is the name, Rahana. Rist is a house of highly trained assassins, and Lady Rist is no exception. But she is perhaps most noted for her stubborn refusal to marry, and for the humiliations she pours on those who ask.
She sounds like loads of fun.
And more importantly, like she's still in love with Nomar Organa. And if she is still in love with Nomar, then you may be able to convince her to lure Nomar to Alderaan.
If arguments fail, I have other ways.
Whatever method you prefer, though I hope it doesn't come to that. But be wary. To reach Rahana Rist, you'll have to contend with the deadliest assassins on Alderaan. Good luck, Sith.
No problem.
Good to see you again, friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a report to make to my lady.
I was hoping to get to know you better.
Did you have something in mind? My report will keep.
I think you can guess.
I do have some very comfortable rooms nearby. I could order us some food, some wine. We could talk more freely there.
Talk, huh? That's what it's called nowadays.
I don't want us to be disturbed.
As you wish.
Let's go! And flirt. Well, that's the fun part of being a cis, I suppose. You just take what you want.
Well, that was very pleasant, wasn't it? But I shouldn't keep you any longer. You still have a great deal to do.
I don't know, was it pleasant? Pleasant? We didn't see anything. Felt like it was over in seconds. I don't know if I can approve of that.
Your voice irritates me.
Well, I'm sorry, I guess. Good luck finding your artifact, then. It was an honor to have met you.
Whatever. And we got mail from another lover. Love letter. Great. Life goes on. So let's keep moving on as well. Well, we got something new here. Yeah, whatever. Jamunja indeed. Jamunja indeed. Yeah, let's leave this place now. I mean, did you feel anything? I don't think you did, right? I didn't either. This was like, the most unromantic scene ever. It's not even passion, it's just, I don't know. They barely speak and then they cut away. Okay, we got a wild kiss. I guess that's some passion. Better than nothing. Alright, kill, kill, kill. Poison, killing hives. Oh, this is still not done. A woman scorned. And dirty deeds. Aren't they all? Aren't they all? Oh, that's where we need to report to. So is this just a bonus thing? Poison, killing hives. I'll never learn. It's not the way to activate the fighter. Okay, this is a bit far off. Maybe we should take a taxi. On the other hand, yeah, well, let's poison some insects. The exterminator girl is coming. Of course, why not? They're sentient and everything. But who cares? They're bugs. Right. So there's this. I'm kind of waiting for something here. There's a certain storyline, which yeah, basically I'm waiting for another companion here. We haven't met any new. No, that's not what I want. We haven't met any new companion yet here, so that's a bit odd. Yeah. No, I'll never learn. Okay, let's go down here. And I'm sure there's a companion on this planet, but oh shit, I forgot the mail. But I'm not sure if it is with this class. If we can get him or her with that class. What the plum? Actually, I know the gender of the companion, but I don't want to spoil it. By the way, sorry if I spoiled some Game of Thrones stuff. Sometimes I know it's terrible if you haven't seen it, but I kind of try to at least warn you in the comment sections and in the video description. And I'm kind of saying it a bit. Usually I try to at least say it before I talk about the series. I really hate spoilers myself, so I hope I haven't ruined anyone's experience. So spoilers. Game of Thrones spoilers incoming. Yeah. The experience is ruined indeed, right? The more I listen to the guys, different YouTubers analyzing the series, the more I'm starting to hate the last season, man. I'm like a super impressionable guy. I didn't think like it was super bad when I watched it, but it all kind of is true when I hear the criticism. I go, when I watched it, it was, like I said, I kind of started out with an attitude like Game of Thrones, all the characters were so neatly developed. It's basically impossible to ruin them, no matter what you do. But now that I've seen different and heard different suggestions how you could have made it better, and how some character arcs were like twisted and just not thought through very well, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not. Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm also a bit angry. It's kind of weird. It's that much I can say for sure. It is kind of weird how they ended it. I don't know, man, and especially not even the story itself, but the creators and the writers left, and so I don't even know what Martin, the original author, how much he was involved in this, but it all feels kind of rushed and not thought through. But I guess that's also a thing that George is his name, right? George R.R. Martin. He kind of had to suffer through in the end, because like people were bugging him all the time, like, come on, write it, and you kind of you become like a creative slave, you know. So that's the thing I can totally understand, and I thoroughly dislike like pressuring people for whatever reason, like creative people. I mean, I can understand. I love seeing Game of Thrones as well, but like directly messaging him or expressing towards him, maybe he would have known anyway. Doesn't really matter if you express it directly or indirectly. He would have he would have felt the pressure no matter what. So what's going on here? Defeat, oh, that's just bonus crap. Oh, we can go back here now. Yeah. So it's a shame. It's really a shame how everything ended and how it all went. In a way, I'm not always sympathetic to the crowd, because I don't know, man. Like I said, I think they really have a point, but crowds, even if they are the majority, and yeah, they have reasons, but still, it can have like a certain dynamic, you know, torches and pitchforks, basically. That is not always a good thing, just because the majority wants something. I mean, I was part of that majority, I suppose, but I still see it with like mixed feelings. I was really worried already back then that they would pressure the authors too much, and also I gotta be honest, like with all that, there's a lot of drama going on just in general on YouTube and, well, basically everywhere. And it doesn't get mentioned often enough that people just like drama. They in a way they're complaining about it, but on the other hand, they kind of, at least a bunch of them, really enjoy that. And I guess everybody does from time to time, including me. But in the end, I don't know. I'm a little more sympathetic to all the guys that kind of get like chased by a big crowd, whether it's like verbally or like physically, even worse, of course. But yeah, so at least I find it interesting how I've seen quite a lot of YouTubers fall from grace. Within a few years, people that weren't like not necessarily about morality or politics or whatever, just doing like covering a specific part of life of YouTube, like gaming, for example. And even those guys fall. Like, it's really amazing. You just get all that shit that's going on that's going on in the real world. You just got that going on, like in the online world as well, of course. So there are criminals that are online. Let's face it.
The Killik hives have been poisoned. They'll swarm soon.
And the noble houses must accept their obligation to combat them, thanks to Thule leadership. In another life, you would have made a fine royal guardian of the mountains.
Sure. So it's not only here, like, it is super clear, you can see the evil aura by looking at that. They get like, evil people get like purple eyes, and you can see the veins in their faces, and they get pale and whatnot. That's not how it works. Like I said the last time, that's why an evil character isn't convincing if he's just twirling his mustache, It's Lannister is way more convincing because he's just closer to life, And in reality, you cannot tell, or it's hard to tell at least. But everybody knows, like, later on, hindsight is 2020, right? But at the moment, you really don't know, because it isn't that obvious. And it isn't like evil. It is just I'm talking cis now. Evil. It's not that bad, actually. It has like a bad reputation for some reason. No, that's not what I was going to say. But it's more like well, let's read the mail here for a second. Thanks, Dariathul. Lookbook. Medium credit. Okay, give me that. Dariathul, thanks. We have been asked by the one called Stanil. Oh, this is the Killik daughter. Stanil Thule to send a message of gratitude. We were made to leave the kind to protect the nest. Though we wish we could return every day, we are forced to swallow vile poisons. The humans watch us and worry. They smell of death and disease, especially the one who calls himself our father. Jesus, they really brainwashed her. Fed her some nasty lava jelly or whatever. We do not bear you ill will. We know you're violent, separate, not of the kind. We pity you. If only you could know the peace of the nest, as we once did. But now we can no longer hear this song. Great. Oh, I didn't need to delete that. Yeah.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Most evil guys can be actually like gentle and nice during a conversation, you know. Just that it's certain, if you touch certain points, you kinda get a feeling that there's something a little bit different. So, yeah. Usually it's like compartmentalized. That's the word. It's like it's only a part of the whole human psyche. Because, like I said, most people don't consider. Well, I'd say almost everybody doesn't consider themselves to be evil, like really evil. They're more like, I'm good, but I'm misunderstood, or I'm good, but I have to be tough from time to time because the environment demands it from me. Tough love kind of guys. Yeah, but I've said that many times already. Most people don't say like, man, I really was evil today. And then don't change. Just notice that and go on with their life. And don't have any, like, don't contemplate that or have any redemption thing. You know, they just say, wow, I kicked the dog today. That was evil. Alright, so what do I want to eat for breakfast or for dinner tonight? That's not how it works, right? If it enters your conscience that you were evil at some point, you almost automatically have the impulse to change that behavior, right? Rarely do people say, or rarely do people like cultivate that. I mean, even in certain scenes where you would think it works that way, you know, it still doesn't, at least partially, or maybe even most of them. Like, you know, I'm thinking like back in my black metal days, or like my gothic phase, or whatever, which are both kind of dark, you know, dark environments, dark people I surrounded myself with, like on the outside. But then on the inside, they weren't really evil. Like, almost none, to be honest. And it was more like a fluff thing, and it was, sure, rebellious and whatnot. But it wasn't like, oh, I'm cultivating my evil side. Not really. It was more like a mocking thing, like mocking society, you know. But not like, I don't know, kicking little children in the nuts. Or whatever, you see what I mean? It's not like really evil, they were just doing this thing like everybody else. Many people want to be left, they just want to be left alone, I guess. Anyway, where the hell am I? Jesus, I'm talking too much. Can we even get out of here again? Oh boy. Alright, they're still dead. Someone killed them, so let's use that opportunity. See ya. So, another thing might be like criminals. If you And even that is not like super obvious. Like sometimes being a criminal is being the good guy if it is an unjust system. Yeah. Like if your government is torturing people and like imprisoning people who just wanna have free speech and aren't doing anything else, like political prisoners, then breaking that law isn't necessarily evil. But that is, of course, again, a matter of perception, like all morality, I suppose. But yeah, again, most people just don't want to be evil. I guess they kind of wanna. It kind of looks cool. They all want to be a Black Knight. You can, if you look at the names here in all the MMOs, it's always like the Black Knight of Death. It's never the White Knight of Innocence or the White Healer of Innocence. Or rarely it is, right? It just feels weaker or not as cool, maybe. You know, like I said, I also like playing with Boba Fett, and I played I love playing with the evil characters, Star Wars characters, way more than playing with the good guys. They just looked cooler, and I don't know, just felt cooler. But that's the difference from being evil, right? It kind of makes it physically ill if you know you're doing something evil, right? And I don't know, it doesn't feel good. I mean, I suppose you can get desensitized to certain things, like in war, killing people. I don't want to say it gets normal, but for most people it never get. Well, I don't know. For most people it isn't fun, you know. Maybe for some twisted minds it is after a while. I'm not sure. But then the rationale would still be like, I'm only defending myself, not I am enjoying killing people. That would be more like some subconscious thing going on, right? It wouldn't be like people start bragging about that. Usually, I think. And maybe that's why this is kind of feel a little cliche. And maybe that's also why, in this game I mean now, and maybe that's also why we haven't seen a Sith movie yet. I mean, just look at our little Anakin. That wasn't like an interesting story. I mean, it was okay, but it wasn't like, wow, this was the best movie ever. And even if it is okay, that is disputable. A lot of people hated Anakin to the point that they kind of ruined both actors' lives. The older one and the little boy. Both actors kind of get so much hate that no fun anymore.
Ah, Sith. Darthis Elgin, Imperial Advisor to House Thule.
Oops.
Am I glad to see you? House Thule faces a crisis that threatens to undermine their entire position on Alderaan. And the Empires as well.
Not without appropriate compensation.
If you save Thule, I'm sure they'll gladly provide a reward. House Rist, Alderaan's House of Assassins, is currently aligned with the usurper House Ulgo. But there was a time when Rist did all manner of secret jobs for whomever paid. Now the dirty details of those jobs are threatening to get out.
Do you need me to go teach this House Rist a lesson?
Rist has held to their honor. They are not responsible for the current predicament. A former Rist assassin, kicked out for revealing the identity of one of his employers,
Need
is
to go there
blackmailing
anyway.
Thule. He says he'll reveal every assassination, every kidnapping, every conniving thing Thule has done unless we pay him.
Just tell me where he is and I'll kill him.
I'd rather not have him killed if possible. It raises too many questions.
Who
We've
cares?
arranged a meeting to deliver payment. But he's recruited some of Rist's best assassins to his side. I don't trust him. That's why I need you. Someone strong enough to withstand whatever trap he intends to spring.
It's as good as done.
This man wants to establish his own house of assassins. And he has demanded land and a title as payment for his silence. Take this case and meet him at the assigned meeting place. If he takes the bribe, fine. If not, kill him.
I mean, let's be fair here. Maybe I am seeing everything through nostalgia lenses. The stormtroopers weren't like... they were just cannon fodder, you know? They weren't like really well developed. They just got shot and that's it. That's also kind of what the newer Star Wars movies are referencing and mocking a bit, you know, showing a stormtrooper bleed. That shows you the difference and how they treated the bad guys in the movies. So they all were kind of cliche, maybe more than I like to admit. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you do need a good protagonist, a good lead. But you can still have an interesting, fun, evil character on the other side, right? I mean, I don't dislike Kylo Ren. He's like a little brat. Some people hate that. I don't. Because at least it's something new. We haven't had that yet. Like the little sis that hits puberty. That's kind of new. I don't know. But yeah, he's not a Darth Vader. I'll grant you that. Not as iconic. Man, I think my conclusion is writing a good story for a movie is just a frigging hard thing to do. Or for a good game. Even more so because like you can see there's so many stories integrated into every MMO. Like all those quest givers, that's always a new storyline. I mean, no wonder they're doing fetch and kill quests, like kill 3 that and fetch 2 that. That's how everything goes, right? That's your standard MMO storyline. But the main story is a bit different here. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing it. It is kind of neat. It is not like something completely new and mind-blowing, but it is neat. That's good enough, I suppose. The hell? What? Where? What's going on? I need to talk to
I have
you?
nothing to say to you right now.
Oh, that's great. Meet the rest at the rendezvous point. What is this, outside? What's going on? Sadek assassin. Did I miss something? Speak to Kai Sadek. What the? Wow. Must be some internal problem. Didn't get activated.
Well, brother, would you look at this? A Sith. I guess Thule isn't half as stupid as I thought. It won't do them any good, but I give them points for trying. Now, if you'd kindly hand over the payment.
I'm not giving you a thing until I'm sure there are no tricks.
Tricks? We've only just met. You already know me so well. I thought Thule would send some scrawny diplomat I could take hostage, but you'll fetch a higher price.
I'm going to enjoy kicking your face in.
Don't get your hopes up. We've been doing this our whole lives.
Yeah. So am I. Let's move. Let's go out of here. Is this like the 30% attack? Yeah. Sadek. Sad day for you, Sadek. We're so at full health and full energy here. No problemo. Oh, now you want to talk, huh? Oh, that's just swell.
Stop! Stop this, Kai! She has the better of us, and besides, it's not worth it! The evidence is already on its way to House Ulgo. He had no intention of giving it to you.
You will all pay for this.
Sam, you idiot! We could have been counts!
You've lost all sense of honor. Lying and stealing? I swore to live by a code. The runner with the evidence is delivering it to Ulgo's son, Vessix.
Sam, you'd betray your own brother? I'll kill you for that!
Damn it, Kai. I'm sorry. Look, the coordinates the runner was headed to are in the console over there. You might be able to catch him if you hurry. I'll take Kai's assassins. I promise. Neither you nor Thule will hear from us again.
See, that's not a purely evil guy. He just had a weak moment or something. That's way more interesting than, like, one who says, like, ooh, I'm so evil all the time. I can barely hold myself. Keep myself together. Kill some, yeah, sure.
No one betrays me and lives.
Campbell approves. You want to speak to me? No. Not yet. Enough flirting for today.
I take the fact that you're rummaging around in the assassin's files to mean that the meeting didn't go well.
The evidence has already gone to Ulgo.
You're kidding me. Damn it. Well, spare no detail. If Vessix Ulgo gets that evidence, soon every house on Alderaan will know who Thule hired Rist to kill, and when. They won't just banish Thule, they'll destroy them. And the Empire's chances on Alderaan will die with them.
I got an idea. How about you and a bunch of other guys grab a vehicle and do something about it? But no. You're going to ask me. Am I right?
I can't say I envy your position right now.
I'm sorry, but I have to ask for your help once more.
Of course you do.
Vessix Ulgo commands a squad of the most highly trained commandos on Alderaan. They have even defeated Jedi. But you may stand a chance.
I am not a
I have to
Jedi.
ask you to recover that evidence. Quickly.
I suppose I can lower myself to do this.
Thank you so much. Find the evidence. Destroy it. And I promise you double the reward when you return.
No, I gotta admit, it is kind of fun, like, being, like, completely over the top here, like, on Dromedakars and Korriban, when everyone greets each other, all the Sith greet each other, like, I hope you die. Oh, fuck yourself too. Like, that's a normal day-to-day routine, you know. It's kind of, it is over the top, but it is also fun. Like, it's just too much. Everyone's trying to kill each other, and so over the top that is already serious again. It's just on another level. Kind of want to see that in a movie, at least once. Like a cool Sith education subplot, at least. No, that would be interesting. Some Sith lore in there, maybe. So where do we need to go? Ulgo? No. Ulgo's Revenge, Joe's Cave. Sure, let's go there. Is that the right way? Maybe. Who knows? Long paths and bridges and mountains. I see mountains everywhere. Stingray! Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. That seems to be an instance, is it? Or is it just a new region? They have to do this, right? Because otherwise the capacity of the home computers just isn't good enough. So they have to like limit the open areas, the open spaces. And they always try to hide this a bit. Like, oh yeah, that's just a valley, you know. That's the shape of the mountains, right? But in the end, people notice. They always do. I'm seeing through your tricks here. You just wanna shorten my field of vision, I guess. I mean, imagine, are there like games that have like really, really wide open space and where you can actually like see as far as comparably to a normal eye, basically. Not like all the short-sighted mobs, you know. Who won't spot you even if you're standing like right next to them. Yeah, we're getting there, I think. Sunnyvale. Let's see that Sunnyvale, yeah. Are we on the right track here? I hope. This looks wrong, but it is right. Hired Gum. Okay, this is a story area, that's good. What level are you, by the way? 30. Let's skip those guys. Operative Captain, what do we want to do here anyway? Oh, intercept the evidence drop. Okay. Sure, why not? See? Of course we need to do this ourselves. Oh, and it's a golden stock. Nope, I don't like that. Like that. Nope. And that. And that. And that. And that. Okay, they're still alive, and I'm starting to annoy me a bit. Is she turning around on her own? Let's see, if I face away from him. Yeah, okay, that's good. So that helps a bit. Good to know. Is this even a good thing? Maul. Let's read this quickly. 750 damage to a single target. Oh, from behind, that's... Or 600. Yeah, that's decent actually. Compared to this, 450, 250, that's even worse. 200, almost the same. Alrighty, oh, we're not done. The evidence, of course. That's how you deal with evidence. Just poke it with a lightsaber. Bush. Right. Now we need to return. And then we need to do the wrist mission. A woman scorned. Can we... Yeah, we can jump. There's a shadow, and I kind of want to at least once play some PvP to look into that. Get used to that again. On the other hand, there won't be many opportunities. It's very limited how often you can play it per week. Should I just... Nah, let's do it next time maybe. And try to get into PvP area. Let's see, friends. Oh, can we even? No, this is just for here, for the world. Activity? Group PvP. Oh, there you go. War zones. Arenas. Yeah, that's what I want to do. Group PvP challenge. Oh, okay, this is like a duel, but with a group, right? No, this is something completely different. I don't have any level 70 character. War zones? To battle in war zones across the galaxy. Well, did they change that? Can I not queue at all in PvP? Huh. I will take a look into this right now. And I will stop the video here. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.